with some type of metal object. And so I pull up to try to intervene, and he ends up seeing me and kind of taking his mind off of her for that moment and hitting my vehicle. And so I pulled up as he's coming at me with his, I kind of pull forward. He ends up flipping my car, and then I see him in my side mirror, and I flip around to try to help out again because I see him going and attacking another person. So he attacks, and he was on top attacking another guy, and then next thing I know, he drew his firearm, and when he drew his firearm, then I made the decision to flip around, and there's not much you can do from a long distance against a firearm. So
you saw him literally physically pull that gun out?
I saw him physically pull it out and pointed it towards. He pulled it out and pointed it towards the direction of some type of trailer that was there, motorhome or trailer. He physically. I saw the gun pull out. And then other people there were the same idea as me, trying to go intervene. As soon as they saw the firearm, they, of course, retreated.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you said he hit your car. Was it with a crowbar or
I don't
what?
think it was a crowbar. People keep asking me about a crowbar, but it looked like some type of metal, like two metal pieces together that had like maybe a little whip action to it. So he was able to kind of whip the metal. To me, it looked like a pair of like makeshift metal nunchucks, but yeah. Didn't have a chain. They had like somehow they were connected with it was moving around.
And he struck your car with
My
it?
car with
How many
it.
times did he hit your car?
I only got it once by the time I pulled away.
Okay. And you said he clipped your car too?
Well, he came at as I pull up, and I kind of am starting to stop to get out, and then he turns and looks, and as he's coming at me with the metal object, and I pull away. As I'm pulling away, he hits it one time. Causes a good little ding in the car.
Yeah, but it's your baby. That's a nice car.
I know. I call my wife. She's like, you need to get a report or something. So
Yeah. I know this was a lot of excitement for your Monday morning driving up from more than 2 hours away.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm okay. Yeah, I went to my training session and did that, and then I had to come back here and, make sure I get to this report. Oh, I'm fine. I feel bad for the people that were really involved and for the people that got injured and hurt. So.
What was going through your mind? I mean, like, it's one thing for somebody to hit your car with a metal object, but it's another thing to see a firearm. What was going through your mind when you saw that firearm?
Because I'm involved in martial arts, and so we train for these things. These items, you never want to be involved in these things, but we do, gun disarmament tactics. We do weapon disarmament. So when you see those kind of things, for me personally, it's just kind of going through, things that I've been training for. But when it comes to a firearm at a distance, those aren't, there's really no self-defense with a firearm from a distance. So the minute I saw the firearm, and with all the people that were involved and fleeing the area, that was probably the smartest idea for me, would be to flee the area and not get involved anymore.
And when you hear that this was much bigger than just this scene, there are actually 3 scenes, 4 victims, 1 person was killed.
Right. Well, I went by. As I pulled out from that area and I went around, hung right there on Manzanita, I saw the gentleman that got struck by the car on the ground, and he was being assisted by paramedics. So, and at that moment in time, I didn't know if he was beaten. I didn't know if he was shot. I didn't think he was shot. It didn't look like that type of scene from my view. But it looked like he was. I didn't know if he was beaten and then or run over. I didn't know. And then another one of my colleagues had seen when he actually ran the gentleman over, flying in the air, and I believe it was a homeless gentleman with his items and hit him right around that corner, and and I hear that gentleman didn't make it. So I didn't think he did. He didn't look like he was in good shape when I pulled around the corner.
Unbelievable.
Crazy morning. Something out of a movie. Yeah, it's crazy.
Literally, I was just going to say that. It does feel like it's out of a movie, just with how it wasn't just one scene. It kept happening.
Yep.
Wow. Is there anything else you would want to add about what you saw, what you heard, and just how you're feeling today?
Yeah, it looks like all the law enforcement did a good job by getting here quick and getting involved, and it looks like everybody's on the right path to figuring out what's going on, and everybody did a really good job of marking off traffic. So I think feel bad for the people that were involved, and kudos to the team of law enforcement and first responders.
And I just want to get the direction of where you were going and coming from. Where can you explain that one more time?
So right there by where that police officer is, driving eastbound here on Cypress.
Eastbound, and then was the truck coming this way, or where was it?
No, the truck had already came.
Okay.
He'd already came. He was out of the car beating a woman as I was pulling up.
He was beating. Was the woman out of the car?
No, inside her car. Wow. Yeah, and he's going to town on her. So
just like beating up the car and the window.
The woman.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, she was in there. Yeah, he was in there.
Oh my god. Yeah, was anybody else trying to help that woman? We heard that she ran for her life.
Well, there were people. There were cars and people. There were cars. There was a lot of cars stopped and people getting out of their cars trying to help. Right, and I think that and I don't know. By the time I pulled up, and maybe he just started doing what he was doing, but no, there's people coming to the rescue. But you have to make sure, number one, that you intervene, but at the same time, you want to make sure you're not putting yourself in extra danger that doesn't need to be there. You have to make some difficult choices there. So, but no, there was tons of people here, and they were in there getting out of their cars and coming to help until the firearm came out, and then that's when people started to flee.
Gosh, did you see that interaction with the motorhome or the RV in this parking lot? Did the people come out of it?
I did not see that. I just saw the initial firearm draw, and
kid, do you mind showing us on your car where he?
Yeah. Good spot right there. People thought it was a bullet hole, but it's not a bullet hole. It's looked like you said. Little ding here and here, it kind of whipped at it and kind of clipped it down here on the bottom too, but that's the main one that he connected with.
Wow, that's something.